and welcome to the first official episode of When Life Gives You Curves.
Yes, welcome.
I'm so excited. Well, we are so excited to have you. Even if it's only 5 of you out there, thank you for joining us. But
we actually have 34 followers.
Okay, we have 34.
Yeah, so might be 35 today.
39.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to do some brief introductions. I'll let Jordan go first. I've talked enough.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Jordan, Jordy, JoJo, of Love Always JoJo. I'm about to start laughing loud. Of Love Always JoJo, lifestyle and inspiration blog. I'm 29 from St. Louis, Missouri. Woot woot. But I'm here in H-Town. And yeah, that's pretty much my little bio.
I'm Aaliyah or Lee, and I'm 25. I was born in North Carolina, but I moved here when I was 4, so I consider myself a Houstonian.
She's not from here.
Yes, I'm a military brat or baby, so I was born in a military base in North Carolina, moved here when I was 4, grew up in Missouri City, most cities stand up, and I have a business, A-List Sweets, where I do dessert tables, parties. I kind of am like a mini socialite. I like to describe myself as like a Houston socialite, undercover, I don't know, but I like to do events. I like to go to events and get dressed up and stuff. So there, bios done, check.
Boom. All right, so we're just gonna jump into our first segment, and
well, first let's tell them why we decided to do this.
That's the segment.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, so segment 1 is literally about us. So, when life gives you curves, Aaliyah, tell the listeners and the viewers, what this is about, what this podcast is about.
Okay, so Jordan and I are always talking about just like living as a curvy or full figured size woman in society today, and it seems a little taboo because of course like curves are in, that's the thing, but we also always talk about like being in relationships while being curvy, talking about like fashion, like, you know, even though there are a lot of options, there's like Fashion Over Curve and all these other platforms, there are still, you know, one single type model that there are, or like talking about like the struggles that we go through in terms of finding clothes, talking about defining our shape. So there's just so many things we wanted to talk to about, because as a curvy woman, even if you're a smaller or not full figure woman, just being like having curves, and like we wanted to expound on that, and then just kind of talking about being young women, young Black women in Houston, or just like in society in general, about the struggles we face, things we love about it. I mean, because we don't want to make this seem like we're just talking negatively about things we face. Yeah, there are so many pluses, and we just kind of want to like also build a network and kind of create a sisterhood for our listeners, our viewers, or anybody has questions, and just start a movement.
Facts. I think she summed it up really well.
Yeah.
So how did it begin? She kind of touched on that, like, literally she was like, I want to do a podcast. And I was like, okay, I'll do it with you. And then I just threw a name out there, and she was like, yes.
Yes, the name was.
And then that was it. That was the beginning of what, you know, When Life Gives You Curves.
And Jordy and I work together, by the way. So you may say, when I say we, like at work, we work together. We're not going to disclose our company name, but we do work together. And so, again, and not just us, like our coworkers as well, understand we talk about these things. So we feel like if us as women, there's like a group of like 6 or 7 of us. So we can all, you know, talk about it. We're sure that you guys can relate as well. So.
Right. So who's it for?
Again, like I said earlier, and I think Jordan agrees too, it's not just for, now it's called like When Life Gives You Curves, we're clearly full figured women, or we like to call ourselves full figured women, plus size women. But it is, like I said, for everyone. Even if you weigh 5 pounds, I'm sure you have a curve somewhere.
Right.
And it's for everyone, but we do want to give a voice for those.
Celebrate.
Right. Celebrate curves, because I think it's kind of like a faux pas to be like, you know, slim thick or whatever, but it's like, you know, what is that?
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely for everyone, not just curvy women, but we did want to shine a light on our, you know, on our community.
Right.
Especially for those curvy women who aren't like the quote unquote ideal, like not the ones you see on Fashion Nova all the time. Like they need an outlet too.
Right. Sometimes fashion though, well, we're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get right. We're gonna talk about that. So personal goal. What's your personal goal for this podcast?
My personal goal, you know, Jordan and I, again, I won't say who we work for, but we work with kids often. And I always say to my volunteers when we're working with kids, if you touch one, then your job is done. So my goal for this is just someone who is full figured, or like Jordan said, not the ideal, like slim, thick, whatever, that is maybe having some insecurities with their body type, or just some frustrations in general about just being full figured, or maybe not celebrating their curves the way that they want to. My goal is to just touch someone, and just again, also to educate people on things that we go through or things that we feel like should be a little bit better. And then just to grow, for Jordan and I to just grow as women in this. So
yeah, I agree. I think this is just a different platform for me, particularly because I don't really like the way I sound recorded. So this is a big step, honestly, and just being on camera, and so this is just way out of brand for me. But that's okay. It's all about growing and expanding, and you know, if I want to get better, you got to do better and do new things. So that's my personal. In addition to everything Aaliyah said, like just touching somebody. When it comes to my blog, I always say, like, as long as one person reads it or someone reads it, few people, whoever, and take something from that. So that's the same concept that I want to have for this podcast. Exciting. Segment 2, hot topics. Woo.
Yeah, I feel like Wendy. How you doing?
Wait, can we say that?
Don't sue
us. We're gonna edit that.
Don't sue us, Wendy.
So hot topic. So
I definitely want to talk about Lizzo and Julian Michaels. Is it Julian Michaels. So the hot topic, which I think is so cool because Lizzo she's not from Houston originally, but she grew up in Houston. So shout out to Lizzo. But with this whole phenomenon with her being body shamed, or, you know, people saying that she shouldn't be wearing certain things because she is a full-figured woman and her body isn't, you know, the ideal, like we talked about, slim, thick, whatever. She got a little stomach, she got a little some cellulite and some things, but hey, she's celebrating her body. Mm-hmm. And so Julian Michaels goes on an interview, and for those of you who are not familiar with who she is, because I know some people are like, who is this lady? She was on the very popular show, Biggest Loser, which helped, you know, overweight Americans lose weight for many seasons. It was a really, really, really popular show. Mm-hmm. And she continues, I mean, she's not on the show anymore, but she continues to be a personal trainer and help people lose weight. Right. So she doesn't, you know, have expertise in that area. But she said, you know, basically that Lizzo's body was not healthy.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Or like, you know, her size was not healthy, and she received a lot of backlash for that. And then prior to that, of course, the comment was made because Lizzo was at a Lakers game and she had her booty. Yeah, she had her booty out, which is a little controversial. I'm like, them seats kind of nasty, girl, and they like a little leathery.
It's not my cup of tea.
Plasticky, yeah. So I kind of want to talk about that to get Jordan's opinion and like just to discuss it with you all so you guys can hear our opinion. But I see both sides. Again, as a full figure woman, also, I love being plus size, but I'm also a type 1 diabetic, which is a chronic illness, and I feel like my health is always at the forefront. But I don't like the stereotype that because you're bigger, you're suddenly unhealthy.
Unhealthy,
automatically.
Yeah,
like
that's just not the case.
That's just not the case. Just like, you know, there are people who weigh, you know, the ideal 180 pounds or so, whatever, and they're in their weight, and they drop dead from a heart attack. I mean, you know,
it really doesn't dictate, like your size doesn't dictate your health. Yeah. And I think it just depends. Really, you can that girl. Now I'm about to, you know, really say that girl. I saw a tweet and they were like, Lizzo is doing hours long performances and bouncing around, jumping around, dancing, playing the flute, singing, rap, doing all this stuff. As the size that she is, I think she's in more shape than me.
Okay, because I was out of breath watching her.
Listen, I'm not playing the flute and jumping around and doing all that for an hour.
Exactly.
I'll drop dead somewhere. So,
and my issue with the Julian Michaels comment is I could see if it was like, and we all know she's a fitness person, but I could see if she was there to talk about Lizzo or to talk about fitness, she wasn't even there to talk about that. So
and my thing is like, if you're going to like critique someone, do it in a tasteful way. Like, because every time I hear about her, she's talking about something just negative and nasty. And that's just not that, like, it's not like she's saying things in a caring nature. It's like, oh, she's just fat. She needs to lose weight. It just wasn't tactful at all.
It wasn't.
I think that it's unfortunate that, because I feel like people are going so hard for Lizzo. Like, they are going so hard at this girl. And part of the reason, you know, probably just don't like her, that's fine. Like, if you don't like somebody just for like their music, it's her taste in music, not your kind of vibe, that's fine. Like,
it's a little different.
That's fine. I rock with most of her songs. The mainstream ones, I'll say.
Good as hell.
But like, just because she's fat, people don't like this girl just because she's fat.
They don't like it because she's fat and she wears things that fat people are not supposed to wear.
But if Drea wore it.
I don't think it has anything to do with her necessarily being fat. It's like, she kind of reminds me like a modern age Monique. Like, not that Monique wore provocative stuff, but Monique was like living in her fatness.
Right, like she owned it.
She owned it.
It was hers, and she flaunted it, and nope, it didn't matter. Like, nothing mattered because it was hers.
Being a child watching fat girl, not to like switch topics, but like being a child watching fat girls. Monique, thank you. Okay, like I needed that. I needed that.
Like, I've never been a thin girl. Like,
never.
Ever. I've always had some meat on me.
Down.
I've been right.
6 down.
Like, you know, I've just always been like on the thicker side, and seeing people like Raven-Symoné for me was like, that was I was like, yes, I want to be just like her. I want to dress like her. Like, she looks so good all the time. She's not a stick. Like, she was my everything growing up. So
I probably should have been watching a lot of Monique stuff at a young age. My parents are a little, unconventional. But Monique girl, I needed you in my life. Yes.
Okay. So, but we didn't say like how you felt about the outfit as far as like...
Oh, well, the outfit to me... Okay, so, and I'm not going to stick up her just because she plus size. The outfit to me was a little much. When I'm going to take my kids... It wasn't cute. When I'm going to take my kid... I ain't got no kids, but if I'm taking my kids to the game, the last thing I want to explain is why booty cheeks is at the game.
Right.
That's not what I'm trying to do. I have a godson, he's 3.
And people are always... it was a... people on both sides of the fence on Twitter... They were like, oh, if a smaller girl did it. No.
Not at the game. No.
Not at the game. The outfit wasn't cute, period. Like, I don't care who was in it. They could be...
I don't care what she wore either.
Or 300. Yeah. I don't care. That was just not cute. And it shouldn't have been worn at a basketball game in front of children. Like, yes, everybody has an ass. Ooh, but whatever. Are we cousins?
I mean, we're grown.
Okay. Everybody got ass. Okay? Everybody got ass. That doesn't mean that I want my child to see yours, particularly, So, I don't know.
It just wasn't a good look. And I love Lizzo. Again, I love her. I'm going to support everything she chooses to do. But sis. And I kind of wonder, like, and I know Lizzo got friends. She couldn't have consulted with her friends with that. Your real friends that was your friends before you was Lizzo, when you was just Elizabeth, whatever her name is, her government name is, she couldn't have consulted with her friends on the outfit. Because I'd have been like... Girl, no.
Yeah, because sweetheart.
It's enough.
That's not what we're doing tonight. All right.
Enough.
So, next segment, we want to talk about body labels. I think this is going to be good.
I love this.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. So, first things first, what's the difference? First of all, why do they matter?
Why do they matter? Yeah.
Let's get into that.
I think it matters because, and I was explaining to my friends, like, when Jordan and I decided to do this, kind of like, what our point was trying to get across. And again, like, and we're going to go into like fashion and stuff later down the list, but mainly why I said it matters is because Jordan and I shop a lot online. I think we're both pretty fashionable. Oh, By the way, follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
My Instagram is @the songstress. So you can follow me and like see my fashions. I like to dress up and things like that. Jordan as well. And Jordan?
Mine's Love Always JoJo. It'll be
we'll put
on the video somewhere.
I've always wanted to say that.
It'll be fine.
And in the bottom bar.
Right.
But no, so shopping online, especially like I said, being a full figured woman, a lot of times what irritates me is the models.
Yeah.
They either look sloppy as hell or they're borderline plus size. And I think that I'm gonna say I'm borderline. I'm about a 16. I've recently lost a little bit of weight, so like a solid 16. I may can squeeze into a 14. So I guess that's kind of like borderline, but it's like either they're like barely plus size or they're just like, and I don't want to say sloppy because I'm not saying their body style is sloppy, but it looks like the Fashion Nova or whoever or Eloquent Reptiles, whatever, just kind of like throw the clothes on them. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like, I think it depends on like which site you're looking at.
True.
But I know that we love Fashion Nova. Yeah. Like, we're not going to deny it. Yeah. We like Fashion Nova. And that's Fashion Nova. I love Fashion Nova. The thing with Fashion Nova, it doesn't give you a true representation of like what it like a plus size look. Like our body types are not the same. Right. Like that's just what it is. And while I have some ass, she has a lot of ass. So I have more stomach than she does. So you can't get a good gauge of how something's gonna look at.
But Jordan's arms are smaller than mine.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of like a thing for me. So it just depends. A site that I think does really good with their plus size models is POT. Yeah. I think POT does a really good job. They had that little catwalk video where you can kind of see them walking in. And another issue too, like Jordan and I are both fairly short. Right. We're both under 5'4".
Right. And models be like 5'7".
They're like 5'7", 5'8". So that doesn't help also because a lot of times when they like, and I hate to keep bringing Fashion Nova up because we love you, Fashion Nova. We really do. We hope you send us clothes and everything. But a lot of times the model is like, they're like 5'10", and then you see it on the regular size girl, and it, the length is good, and then you see it on the plus size model, and it's like it comes to her kneecaps. It's like shrunk up here, and it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's like what?
Pretty much. I think there's just a lack of. Kind of there's a lack of care when it comes to fashion and plus size clothing. I think it's getting better, obviously, because I remember back in the day, oh my God, it was tragic. But I think that it's like they just do enough. Yeah. Like for us to be satisfied, I think.
Yeah. We're kind of jumping forward a little bit, but that is how it started. Yeah. We're going to go into fashion in the next segment, but I think that's why we thought it was important. Right. Because that's where it started.
Right. So we talked about, we're going to talk about thick versus BBW. So, because I've seen a lot of commentary about this on Twitter. Yeah, I love Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, get on Twitter. Okay, it's amazing.
I have a Twitter, but I don't get on Twitter.
Because I'm always mention Twitter because that's just where I be all the time. Get on Twitter. But so
keep preaching to me.
Yes, seriously, she does not have a Twitter.
I have one, but
you need to use it because it's lit.
It's way down.
Black Twitter, we got 2 followers. Be having me dying. Anyway, we getting off subject. So thick versus BBW. That's always been a hot topic. Always. Like, oh, you're not thick, you're a BBW. Oh, you can't call yourself this because you're really just fat. Like,
let me tell y'all a brief story. So I'm also in a sorority. I'm a Delta. And there's like this Delta Kappa page, and they did like Delta BBWs. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little offended. Like, and I had to check myself. You have to check yourself sometimes because I always, like I said, I'm like a 14, 16, really a 16. And I'm like, and I do, like, there's a lot of things I don't like about my body, even though I love being full figured. And I was like, I'm a BBW. And one of my line sisters was like, Aaliyah, you're a BBW. Like, and she was like, you a BBW. And I was like, you know what? I'm a BBW. Oh, but I just really used to consider myself just thick. Like,
an ass martyr.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, I hate that. But I'm like, okay, I'm a BBW then, whatever. But I always consider myself, I guess, thick because I have a smaller waist. But I'm like, I guess I am BBW, and I'm fine with that. Because Drake likes BBWs, and Drake.
I mean,
need you in my life.
I think I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I'm more than likely considered a BBW, but I'm like, I don't know how I really feel about that. Like,
yeah,
do I want to like?
Do you take that? Want to take that? And I think because of the big in BBW, because like I love the word plus size,
right?
I love the word full figured,
right?
But I don't know if I like the word big. You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
It's just like I feel exploded. Like
right.
It's like
when I call myself big, it's like I'm on my cycle or something. I'm bloated. I'm
right?
Like, oh, I feel big.
And like, there's not when you think of BBW, big beautiful women. I am.
Right.
So like, I guess in the past, BBW being a plus size woman, like literally my whole life, has had a negative connotation, and that's why. Like when I heard, oh, BBW, I was like, oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm like,
no, I'm not
big. I think that's literally what throws it off.
Yeah,
is big
because
yeah, like literally, it's so strange because the other day at work, there's a lady and she was tall, and I was talking to one of our coworkers about it, and I was like, yeah, she's huge, and he was like, you know. And it was a man, and he was like, I don't think you should describe a woman as huge. And I didn't even think about it. Because in my mind, I wasn't saying she was huge, like, you know, freaking Godzilla or something. I was just like, she's tall. But then I think, again, I assimilated to the whole big word. It's like, it's going to be like, girl, you big. And not even like, you know, in a negative way. I'll be like, excuse me?
Right.
So,
big. What you mean big? Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm thicker.
But when it comes to thick, it's like everybody want to be thick. Even like I joke with some of my friends or some of my neos because they'll be like, "Oh, I'm thick," and they like a size 4, and I'll be like, "Girl, they got a little booty back there," and they be like, "I'm thick."
People have taken thick because I feel like, and I might be wrong, but I might not. So back in the day when we were younger, we would have been considered thick. Like big that was right. That was it. But now that there's a different look as to what thick is. So like
thick, you got a little ass, you got a little boobies, you got a little stomach. Okay, you thick. Now it's slim thick, regular thick.
Like so now I'm pushed up the mark.
Yeah.
I'm just scratching my
and I was going to tell her that too. Like I always consider myself thick. Like I said, and not a BBW because there was slim thick, right? And that was for the girls who were like, you know. You ain't got no stomach, and you just got a whole bunch of ass and boobs, and you kind of like a little bit thicker. And I'm like, okay, my stomach not that big. And so, you know, it's like, what category do you fall? You know, and not that we have to be categorized and we have to put ourselves in a box.
Right.
But it's like, you know.
It's not super necessary.
It's not super necessary, but we just want to kind of open up the conversation because, again, like.
So, I guess we can pose the question, like, what do you define yourself?
Yes,
like,
put that in the comments.
Yeah, like. Are you thick? Are you BBW?
Slim thick?
Like, what do you have no label? You just you, which is perfectly fine too. I mean, hey.
And do you like curvy? Do you like I said, my favorite word to call myself is full figured.
I love plus size.
Plus size is fine.
My go-to.
Yeah, your go-to. Plus size too.
My blanket.
So, you know, if you like plus size, you like full figured, you like curvy, you like fat. I know some girls who are bigger, who are like my same size or maybe a little bit bigger than me or a little bit smaller than me, and they call themselves fat. Like, I'm a fat girl or whatever. And they have no issues with it. I don't know if it's maybe like, kind of like a reverse psychology type thing. Because I know growing up, like a lot of times, I was always like the bigger friend. And when I was younger, when I look back, I'm like, I really wasn't even that big. But I was always the bigger friend. And I know like my mom did such a good job like boosting my confidence and like not using reverse psychology, but like, okay, you fat, okay. You bigger, okay, whatever. Right. So I don't know if maybe that's like a reverse psychology thing. Like, okay, I'm fat.
I can weigh in because I do that.
You do that?
Yeah, like people be like, oh girl, I'll be like, girl, I'm fat. And they be like, oh my gosh, don't say that. And I'm like, sis, like I know what I am. It's fine. Like I'm not always going to be, but right now, yes, I'm fat. It is what it is. That's fine. Like I'm okay in the body that I have right now.
Right.
And if we're just being realistic, I feel like the words that we like, plus size, full figured. I mean, they're beautiful. I like them. They're great.
They're euphemisms.
But it's a cover up. Yeah. We fat. Like,
it's a euphemism.
It's fine. It's fine. Like, it just is what it is.
Yeah. And
I'm sure,
like,
a reality thing.
Yeah, like, even like, and I mean, skinny skinny people having too like skinny is like a negative connotation. So they use slim,
right,
or petite,
yeah,
or slender. You know, so I feel like we all do it. So
right. So, this is my favorite one.
I'm sorry, guys.
Wow, good job.
And I put my phone on silent.
Okay, so left out of the conversation. I really wanted to talk about this because we mentioned it a little bit earlier when we were talking about the About Us and stuff, that a lot of times in this thick culture, other plus size women are left out if they're not the hourglass figure, if they're not the pear shaped, the apples, the squares, the inverted triangles. They're left out of the equation just because they're not what society deems as the correct plus size figure. And I think it's really unfortunate because everybody deserves to, feel beautiful,
right?
Regardless of what your shape is. And that goes for any curvy, non-curvy, whatever. But I think it's a conversation that needs to be had in a light that needs to be shown on those type of women who have different body types. Because if I'm an apple-ish.
I wouldn't say apple.
I'm an apple. I'm an apple-ish. It's because of my mom, because she's an hourglass. So I've like her type in my dad's side, the women in my dad's side.
I don't think you're that round though.
I'm kind of round.
I think you're
It's
round.
not like I'm round, but I'm like not.
What's a fruit in between an apple and not a pear? Okay, let's go with plum. I love plums.
I know, I'm so sweet.
I'm hungry.
No, so I know inverted triangles. I know squares. Love them all the same, obviously. But I'm sure that they would feel some type of way. And I can't speak for them, obviously. I'm sure that they love themselves regardless. But when you look in the media, you don't see them.
See that.
Period. You just don't see them. Why do you feel like that is?
I just feel like, I don't know. It's a lack of representation. And again, I feel like it's this ideal of, because even being curvy is like a thing now. Everybody wants to be thick. I have more of an hourglass figure. But even so with that, like I always tell Jordan too, like a lot of the girls, I'm like, I got some stomach though. Where's the stomach? Like realistically, you have a little stomach.
Right.
And it's like the models will be like, what? And I think also it goes back to styling and things like that too. And I honestly feel like a lot of these friends that I know that are the square or the inverted triangle, or even Jordan considers herself an apple, it takes more work to dress that body type.
Yeah, and look good.
Like
fly.
I have one of my line sisters is like, she really doesn't have a booty at all. She's like, has a lot of legs, and she's more like an athletic build, but she's still a full figure woman. And this girl dresses her body so well. And I'd be like, how do you come up with that kind of stuff? And I think to myself, like, if more people who had a body type like her saw, okay, yes, I can wear that, I can rock that. This looks like shorts look really good on her because she don't have a large booty. She just has really long, nice legs, and she don't really have much going on. So she wears, shorts, and she wears like, high-waist, and they look bomb. I can't wear no high-waisted shorts because my ass is too big.
Yeah, she definitely cannot.
I just can't do it. And I'm like, girl, I wish I could. And she be making me feel like, dang, I want some shorts. But that's, that's just not the look for me.
Right.
So I think if we had more of that, but to answer Jordan's question, why is it left out, is because it's just harder.
Do you think it's harder, or do you think that it's not the ideal? Because for me, I don't think it's necessarily harder. I think there's a lot of women that, I think there's a lot of pretty beautiful women that they could get to model their clothes and don't. And I think that it's just the type of person that they're trying to sell to. Like,
true.
Right now, the epidemic of having no stomach and a big ass. That's what you see on damn near every fashion site, period. So I don't think that it's necessarily harder to dress these women. I think that they don't try.
Right.
because that's not who they're catering to.
I don't want to say harder. Let me correct myself. It's not as easy to just go down the street and be like, hey, you, come in and try these clothes on. I don't know if that makes sense, guys, but that's...
I think it just goes, like, ultimately, I think it just goes back to, like, what they're looking for in their consumer. Like...
Possibly. But then we have, like I said, I know we're going to get into the fashion later, but then we have places like Fashion Nova where I feel like their plus size models are not the whole big ass flat stomach. It's kind of like the... And not that their bodies, and I don't want this to sound bad, not that their bodies don't look good, because their bodies are beautiful, but they look frumpy.
Frumpy?
The way that they're styled, to me, on Fashion Nova, they look frumpy.
Some.
And it doesn't help that you have this skinny girl with the big titties and the cleavage and the thighs and whatever, and she done up, makeup, face beat, and then you slide over and it's like...
So we kind of just went into the next segment, really.
Really?
Yeah, like literally.
And
so
let's be real too.
It's non-inclusiveness in representations of models, because it all ties together.
Yeah.
Literally. Like,
how many times you go out without some kind of undergarments? Almost never.
Literally, I have maybe 1 or 2 shirts that I can get away. And I can only get away with them because I had a breast reduction and I got a little help. I got a little help there. But
so why do we put these models? And
everybody
that's my
can't do
thing.
that.
That's my thing. Again, I'm more of an hourglass figure. I do have a stomach though. That's like the thing I don't like myself. I wear Spanx and stuff all the time. It irritates the hell out of me when I go on Fashion Nova and they have these women in these dresses or these clothes with no girdle. Cause let's be realistic.
Right.
You not gonna put that dress on
Straight not.
without no girdle.
Straight not.
Not happening.
It's not.
I haven't even bought a girdle to the damn store in my purse to put on at the store to make sure.
To know, like, you
have to know. There has been, I'm telling y'all, my friends will tell you, I have brought girdles to the store to put on underneath my stuff to make sure when I'm at Forever 21 or wherever I'm at, I get the smooth look I'm looking for.
Yeah, you got to.
Got to. So that irritates me, like Jordan said, going into non-inclusiveness and a representation of models. Like, that's not realistic for me to have my fupa, whatever it is, out in a dress. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have a girdle on. So that's what I meant by, like, frumpy, like, the styling. Even sometimes some of the models have larger breasts. Sometimes I don't feel like their breasts are lifted the way they need to be lifted. It's just me.
Yeah. We dress different, so things that she show by, I'm like, no.
I'm real provocative. I'm on the edge, honey.
I'm not even saying that, because I like to show my skin. Sorry, mama, but like, remember, sometimes she'll be like, oh no, you can buy this. I'll be like, no, I got too much stomach. That's not gonna work.
I think too, yeah. Sometimes I'm kind of like, but then I also kind of, and Jordan's like, she's more so, she'll be like, oh, I can't wear that. And I'm the kind of person, maybe I'm like a Lizzo, I guess. I'm the kind of person like, shit, I have a stomach, whatever.
I'm getting more into, I think I'm more like becoming more accepting.
Yeah, like Jordan didn't want to wear like high-waisted pants one time. And I was like, girl, like, listen, it's funny because me and my mom sister are going on vacation to Miami and they were like, oh, I got to get my body, whether this body is right or not. She's coming. Full bathing suit, okay? So I'm kind of like, I'm that person. I guess like more on the Lizzo side, like, I got a stomach. I got a really big booty. I have really big boobs. I have rolls. So you're like, so be it. If I want to wear it and it comes in my size.
And I think that people would be more comfortable if they did see themselves online, like in the fashion store.
Oh my God, yes.
In the fashion, world. Because I know for me, I have to like push myself to wear certain things. Like, I posted a picture with the other day with the celebrity, Timon, and I had to like force myself to wear the outfit,
and it was so cute.
I do not.
Yeah, it was really cute.
But I was talking to my best friend, and I was like, I want to wear this, and a lot of times I would not wear a lot of things because I'm this size, and I'm like, well, I'm just like, I don't know the word I'm looking for. Like,
I just feel like you're not going to be the size you want to be tomorrow.
Right.
So how long are you going to stop yourself from wearing these?
Right. Like,
and it doesn't
exactly.
look,
stopping myself from not wearing what I want to wear.
Right. And I consider myself a very good friend. I'm a very intense friend too, and I'm a very honest friend. And I feel like if she looks bad, I'm a Gemini, guys. I'm there, okay? But I just feel like Jordan knows that if she looked bad, I would not be like, yes, girl, you killing it. And then be like,
And it's appreciated.
She looked good. She looked great. So, and I was going to say this too, even though it's not like technically in our segment, a lot of times me and Jordan also watch other plus size YouTubers. And I think that helps also, because I tell Jordan all the time, like, look at this girl, she's bigger than you, and she got this 2-piece on, baby, and she look good.
Shout out to Lace and Leopard.
Lace and Leopard, we
love you,
girl.
Like, seriously.
We have to do a segment on our favorite YouTubers.
Yes.
But Lace and Leopard, we love. I feel like she's more shaped like Jordan. She has a really big booty though, like me. But she's also
right.
She seems tall. I don't know how tall she is. She seems a little taller than us. But she's a brown skinned girl, beautiful, and she be wearing some stuff. Like, and I'm that girl that'll wear stuff, but even some of the stuff that she orders and she wears, I'm like, girl.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Big Nikki, because she's another person that she's on. I think her Instagram is Big Nikki, and because of her, I'm becoming more accepting. Like,
and it's Daquana.
Yeah,
Daquana. She's. I mean, she's a really, really full figure woman. Like, she has stomach, she has all of that, and she beautiful, be wearing stuff, and I'm just like, come on, Jordan. Like, look at her. She looks good. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and that's another reason why bringing it back, like why we wanted to do this, because if it wasn't for like Lace and Leopard and like Big Nikki and all these people that we're naming, we'll have to do one again, like on our favorite YouTubers. Even again, like I said, my biggest to me thing I don't like is one, my arms and my stomach. But like when I see other full figure women wearing it, even on Fashion Nova Curve, when they be posting, and that's one thing I do like about them, they post like real women wearing their stuff. I'm like, yes, like,
yeah. So it's kind of like, why can't I?
Right. And honestly and truly, owning it. Fashion Nova, maybe, I don't know, take my advice, maybe. And I know they do it sometimes. It would be better if y'all, like, and I know they can't do it with everything because everybody doesn't buy everything. But, like, you know, sometimes they post people in their clothes, like, on the website. That's genius. Like, that is genius. There are some things that I've bought specifically because I've seen.
That's like Shein.
Yeah, like Shein. Like, they post.
I refer to their
reviews.
Their reviews, yeah.
Like, get a section on your page. I know it's more work. Sorry, employees. But if y'all can attach those reviews so people can drop their pictures in there.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
Listen, when y'all get more customers, y'all owe me 2%. 2%. That's all I want.
Yeah. So going into the next one, that was a good one. I told you it was gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that was a
good one. Popular websites, who we like, shop with. I know websites, who we like, shop with. I know my friend Lily. Hey, Liana. She's like, girl, I always gotta come to you because you be just so cute. Da, da, da. And it was just funny because I be feeling like I'm regular as hell. Like, I don't feel like, I mean, I dress cute. Don't get me wrong. Huh?
Face be beat though.
Thanks. Shout out to Tiara. No, but I feel like I dress great. I'm cute, you know. I feel like I could do a little more once I become comfortable. But yeah, as far as my fashion sense, I love.
How would you describe your fashion sense, like in a couple words?
Oh,
I know that's kind of like on the spot, but why not?
Comfortable. Okay. I love a jeans and a t-shirt combo with Vans.
Yeah, she does.
I do. People at work be like, you wearing jeans and t-shirt? I am, because I love jeans and a t-shirt. Aside from that, like going out, classy, sexy. I feel like I have sex appeal, but I'm not like wearing the shortest thing. I will show some cleavage. Why not? Yeah, I'm not super colorful. I will say that. I'm trying to get into like having more colors, but I have but this was a big step. Yeah. Like I wear a lot of neutrals, a lot of browns, a lot of black, lots of grays. Like I don't do a lot of colors. Yellow is like, I love yellow, but reds and pinks and blues, oh no, I need to, you know, expand my horizon. But yeah, I don't want to say I'm basic, but
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm not basic, but I'm not like the fashion queen. I'm not gonna claim that title. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not a jeans and t-shirt type of chick. The only t-shirt you ever could probably catch me with is like a sorority t-shirt. If it's not like a Delta t-shirt or Lamar, I went to Lamar University. LU, stand up. But I'll wear like a Lamar t-shirt every now and again, and I love crew necks. I try not to wear them too much on the show, but I love a good crew neck. I maybe got like 50 of these things. But I would describe myself, this is gonna sound really crazy, but ass and titties. Like, I love to show my body off. And so when I go out, mesh, lots of cleavage, lots of like, not tight, but very like, I want you to be able to tell that I'm a curvy woman. I love a bodysuit.
She does.
I love a bodysuit.
I'm starting to love bodysuits.
I'm starting
I
to
did like a Fashion Nova haul of like 7 bodysuits.
I'm starting to, she's starting to come over to the dark side. Because I love a bodysuit and some cut up jeans. I got on some cut up jeans now. And like a nice little, not a pump, but like I'm the queen of a kitten heel.
Kitten heel.
I am the queen of a sexy kitten heel, baby. We're going to have to do a shoe haul one day. When I tell you I got the sexy kitten heel, 2 inches. But I'm barely at the ground, but
they're cute. They're super cute.
Because remember, I'm full figured. I can't be doing that to my feet.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're going to be like, girl, what's going on down there? What are you doing? We're dying. Okay. But yeah, so that's my fashion style.
So who do we like? I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
Who do I like? First and foremost, I like Charlotte Russe. I know they just came back, but let me tell you,
welcome back.
Hello. First, let's start there. Welcome back, Charlotte Russe. Because we missed you for that whole 5 weeks.
We missed you.
Or however long, 5 seconds. No, but seriously, their jeans are the best jeans I've ever purchased as a plus size woman. They fit in all the right places, and
affordable.
The ankles are actually like tight on your ankle. I have very small ankles for whatever reason, but yeah, so they really like, they're tight on you, but they're comfortable. You can still move, got some stretch to them. Love Charlotte Russe. They have great options. Fashion Nova, obviously we've referred to them like 1,000 times. Love Fashion Nova. Specifically I do like their bodysuits. And their high-waisted jeans. I got
them on right now, honey.
Yeah. One more for me. I like Ross. And I know people gonna be like, Ross? No. But like, for like work, you can find a good work shirt at Ross. I like Torrid. I don't know, but they're sometimey. Like, sometimes they have cute things. First of all, they're like $1,000 a shirt, so that's just not gonna work for my budget. But they have good work clothes too. And then I'll talk about what I don't like about them after she goes.
Okay. Number one, I shop a lot at Pretty Little Thing. I love Pretty Little Thing. I love the way they style their models. I love the diversity in their clothing. And I love that I get a lot of my like half naked outfits, my ass and titties as I refer to outfits from PLT. Very, very cute plus size clothes. And they always have a sale. Thank you, PLT. They always have a sale. Again, Fashion Nova. Like Jordan said, I really love their jeans. I really like their bodysuits. And I really like their like sexy women wear, like their lingerie and things like that. Very diverse, very like, even like their teddies and stuff like to go out in, really nice. We kind of briefly mentioned Shein. Oh, yeah. I love Shein.
Yeah.
Their bathing suits in particular. Again, for you guys who follow me, I have quite a few, not quite a few, but I have like some bathing suit pictures on my page, and a lot of them come from Shein. Very affordable, very fast. And then the last place I'll mention is I like Ashley Stewart. Kind of fall into the same category of like a Torrid, very expensive, but for Ashley Stewart, I shop off season, and that's where I get a lot of my work clothes from. I wear like a really cute and I love a good.
It's so cute.
I love a good puffy. Yeah, that puffy
about.
sleeve.
Yeah.
I love a good puffy sleeve, and I got that shirt for like $7.
It's really cute.
I wore it to work, and everybody went crazy. But you have to shop at Ashley Stewart off season. Like I'll probably in about March, I'll probably like save like $300 and go get some winter clothes.
Yeah, because
it's just arm and leg.
Yeah. But. So who I don't like, love Shein. Don't like that they're hit or miss. They are very hit or miss. You have to know your measurements with them, literally, because you'll put that you're a 2X and you really need a 3X. Or you'll put that you're a 3X and you really need a 2X. So you really just need to know your measurements for their clothes.
Right.
Which is kind of inconvenient if you're not really tracking that. But if you have that, then it's a win-win 9 times out of 10. But that's the part that I don't like. Again, with Torrid, they are expensive as hell. And I feel like they make their clothes like boxy. Like their shirts are not like nice. I mean, they're cute, but they don't fit well. They're like very boxy and wide at the bottom. I don't know why people make
cottony.
Why people make plus size shirts like super wide at the bottom. Like I don't need it there. If I need it up here, not like wide at the bottom. That's really weird, and I don't like that. But that would probably be the thing. That's the price point for me with them, is that they are exceptionally expensive for no reason. It's not like
all that extra fabric they put at the bottom.
Right. And then one more I don't like. I don't know. I don't think I have any more that I don't necessarily like. I just have things that I don't like about certain places, but not in particular.
Things I don't like, PLT, y'all's clothes. I don't know if y'all are making them for people who are 6 feet, but everything is extremely long. Another thing with PLT, everything is extremely big. So, again, I'm normally like a 16. I always order a 14. You have to order a size down for PLT. Have to. Their stuff is, which always makes me feel great to order a 14 instead of a 16.
It's kind of annoying though.
It's a little annoying, but their stuff is always big and always long. Again, like Jordan said with Shein, it's so hit or miss. Sometimes it comes sheer. A lot of their stuff is sheer.
Yeah. Shorts.
But I will say Shein for accessories is my go-to. Earrings, fanny packs, like little stuff like that is my go-to.
They have good summer clothes.
Great summer clothes.
They're good. They're really
bathing
awesome
suits. I'm telling y'all, A plus.
And bathing suits.
Plus size bathing suits. Shein is probably undefeated.
We both have
several bathing suits from them. Undefeated. We really like what we'll do. Like when we start doing hauls, we'll probably in the summer's coming up. We'll probably do a Shein bathing suit haul because their bathing suits are like that. And I get questions all the time about my bathing suits, and they come from Shein. $6, $7, $8.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I think that's the best thing about Shein is that they're inexpensive. They have clothes for literally like sets, not separate, like for $12.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you can beat that at all.
You can't.
So that's a plus.
And real quick, not that it's a con, like it's a pro and a con. Another place that's really good plus size clothing is New York and Company. Gabrielle Union and Eva Mendez's line. Their stuff comes in plus size and it fits really well, but again, it's expensive. But their regular size clothes is also expensive too, so you just want to catch them on a coupon.
Right.
So
I guess moving forward, what's in, what's not patterns. I know that there was this stigma that plus size women can't wear patterns, specifically stripes.
Right.
I've always growing up, I heard, oh no, you don't want to wear stripes. That's not
make
cute.
You look bigger.
Right, it makes you look bigger. Personally, I don't have anything against patterns at this day.
Maybe I love a cheetah.
Like, hello,
wow. Like
love a cheetah.
I love a cheetah print.
I know. Who's it? MC loves a polka dot.
She does.
Our coworker, she
shout out to MC.
MC. She gonna be like, oh my gosh.
I know.
I can't believe
MC loves a pattern.
Yeah, she dresses really cute for a plus size woman, and she loves a pattern. And
I love a stripe. I love it.
Yeah.
I do not. Well, it's kind of like what we call like fashion faux pas and things. I love a floral. Like I'll also like, if you follow me on Instagram, I have a really cute floral dress that I wore. But I just hate that people just try to stick us in flowers
all the time. Flowers. and I don't know why. Like, damn, I don't want to look like a garden.
Yeah, I don't know if the flower patterns are like on sale.
Like, no, I don't want to look like a pattern. I mean, like a flower garden. I don't. Leave the flat flowers alone. I can't even talk because it irritated me. Leave it alone.
Let it go.
We don't want to wear. Listen, all plus size women want is to wear what the slender women are wearing, just with
for
more
the same
fabric.
price. I'm tired of the discrimination.
I don't. What? You are not using that much more fabric.
Forever 21. Forever 21 have the same thing.
All about that.
Forever 21 will have the same exact outfit and charge you an additional $7.90.
Hello.
But shout out to Forever 21.
You got a good sale. Oh, we caught that really good sale.
And their sunglasses, let me tell you.
Listen,
I have a problem.
No, we
I have a problem. I buy all of y'all sunglasses. Anyway.
Yeah. Balling on a Budget is our final segment before we head out. And I think we already mentioned Shein. You can get lots of things for very low cost.
If you're in the Houston area, Trim Mall, Justin, my shoe go-to places. I love their shoes. One of my favorite shoe brands.
Trim Mall doesn't have plus size though.
They don't have plus size clothes anymore, and I hope y'all see this video because I'm a little upset with y'all. But Trend Mall and Justin in the Houston area has great shoes, great accessories for very cheap. A lot of times people ask me where I get my shoes. So one of my favorite shoe brands is Cupid, and they carry a lot of their clothes at those stores. Fashion Nova's always having a sale. PLT always having a sale. ASOPH, ASOPH.
I've never heard of that.
I've gotten like one or two things. Misguided.
I think Nasty Gal.
Oh yeah.
I think they have sales pretty. Boohoo.
Boohoo.
We forgot Boohoo.
Sorry, Boohoo. We love y'all too.
Yeah, they always got a sale.
They always have sale,
but notifications all the time.
Yeah, Boohoo always has a good sale. Also, I wanted to add this to Balling on the Budget. Me and Jordan were just talking the other day about this whole Afterpay thing.
Oh, yes.
Whoever came up with that.
Yeah, so I'll just talk a little bit about it before we wrap up. Fashion Nova has this service
and
called
PLT and ASOS.
Oh yeah, they have Quad Pay. Sometimes it's Quad Pay, sometimes it's Affirm. No credit check or nothing. But
I was shocked.
I bought, what is it, like $200 worth of Fashion Nova because I just need to re-up on stuff. Like often I feel like I don't have no clothes and I want to go in out clothes.
Problem.
Right. I want to go in out clothes, so I just like, I bought a whole bunch of shit. And so I paid $56 over the course of 4 weeks and I'm paid off. Like, and $56 at me. Wow, I sound like I'm balling. But it really, that's not going to hurt me.
Right.
So it was good to know, like, because obviously I don't have $200 just like, here, Fashion Nova. But I can break it up into increments and still get what I want. So it's much appreciated.
I love that. I think that was genius.
Yeah, it was pretty lit.
But always, again, like before we close, like always Google coupons. I'm the Google queen.
Yes.
I do it at work. Even when we order stuff at work, I'm like, I Google coupons all the time. I know it's annoying, but like I've even created an email address simply for like online stores because you don't want to clog up your personal email.
Smart.
Yeah, just for like spam stuff, like because I want the coupons. They're like, do you want the coupon? Well, yeah, I want the coupon. So I would like, especially because Jordan and I plan on doing this and doing hauls and stuff, creating the email account just simply for, that kind of stuff, or being able to sign up for, hey, notify me when this gets back in stock. I'm waiting for y'all to restock something right now.
Right.
So like things like that. But overall, just be smart about what you're buying. Make sure you're buying pieces that can be used again.
Right.
Because we're in a social media phase and era. We don't want to wear the same thing more than once. So make sure you can like switch it up. But
which I get it, but don't be afraid to like wear something again. Like, okay, maybe you don't want to post a picture in the same thing, but wear that shirt, okay? I was
That you paid $200.
Listen, wear your clothes. Don't think you have to get. I think it's a meme talking about. I don't know who made it appropriate for me to have to wear a new outfit every time I post a picture.
Millennials.
I mean, I do it. I'm not gonna fake it like I don't do it, but I mean, it's not hella necessary. Wear your shirts. Wear your clothes.
But we hope you guys enjoyed this first segment. We're so excited.
We're gonna close with affirmations.
Yeah, Jordan's really big on affirmations.
I am. Or just positivity in general. I took this little segment from my friend Jazz. Hey girl, y'all check her out at Le Hot Pear. She has a podcast too, and lehotjazz.com. That's her blog. So yeah, she does this at the end of her podcast, and I thought it was really cute. I liked it a lot because I love affirmations and positive quotes and stuff. So go first.
Okay. I think and this is because I'm really, like Jordan said, like I just said and Jordan affirmed, I'm a really hard friend, a really hard person sometimes. And I think it's because I expect people to treat me the way that I treat them. And I feel like I overextend myself a lot for people. And I feel like it's almost expected, especially with communication. My degrees in communication, it's like super huge for me. So I think my affirmation or like my little quote that I'm going to be living by for 2020 is stop seeking you and other people. And that is what I'm going to close with. And that's what I'm going to try to strive to live my life by.
I think my affirmation is to just be my authentic self. I feel like I oftentimes, not that I'm fake, but I feel like maybe, I don't want to do too much because they won't accept me that way. Maybe I don't want to be too goofy because, so I'm just going to be who I am, and whoever accepts it is whoever accepts it, and whoever doesn't, well, they can go. Like, no need to keep you around.
In the words of Portia, bye Ashes.
But this is the first official episode of When Life Gives You Curves with your hosts, Jordy
and Lee.
And y'all make sure to give your feedback.
Yes, leave comments.
Yes, let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to talk about. All that stuff, because literally all that. But yeah, we're peacing out.
Bye guys.
Later.